Testing 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. All right. We're getting it all together for you. This is the BFTAA and More show with your host, Louis George Walker, coming to you today from the confines of the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center in Kansas City, Missouri. Hey, I know the background looks a little jumbled. I don't have the green screen up right now, so you're not seeing all the KUAW behind me, but that's okay. We're just coming to you live today, and we're going to have a little bit of a show and tell you what's going on. This is the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, BFTAA and More show. And we're coming to you right now. You can pick us up on YouTube, on Twitter, and Twitch. You can also get us online at the online radio box, MyTuner, Get Me Radio. And if you have a smart speaker, you can also go to tell Google or Amazon, whatever you have, to say play KUAW radio, and we'll come in on that. So you can pick us up online. You can pick us up around the world. This is KUAW radio and the BFTAA and More show. Got to bring this down here. I'll probably be going in and out, looking up as I'm trying to give you information. But there's a lot of things going on in the world today. Sometimes it seems like there's too much going on. Can't keep up with everything. We've got Donald Trump doing things with the tariffs and all of that that's going on. We also had the Pope Francis passed away today. He was the first pope from a Latin American country, or from South America, or from the Southern Hemisphere. And he passed away today. He was 88 years old. I'm not Catholic, but I do say my heart goes out to all the Catholics as they look now for a new leader. And these are things that happen from time to time in life. You know, people get older and they pass away. We all are going to go that road. But BFTAA and More is here to give you information of things going on in the community. I was just driving down here, and man, I tell you, there was police in the Costco parking lot, and then there was going on, and came on down Linwood, and about 4 or 5 police cars passed me going down Linwood toward Costco. I don't know if they went there because I had left, but it seems like a lot of action, a lot of things going on in that area. So I come over here to the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center where things are a lot quieter, and I have the building pretty much to myself. So glad to be with you today. Also want to give a condolences to my brother, Ennis Walker, who lost his son last week, my nephew, and we're going to miss him. That's a sad note in the family, and sometimes there's too many young people that are dying or leaving us way too early. So, my prayers are out to Ennis, Charlene, Diane, all of the Walker and Burrell family. Okay, as we go forward, one of the things we want to start doing, and I want to tell you about, is that we're normally broadcasting on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and trying to look for some others. We're going to roll out our own web page and kick it up a notch, where we'll be putting it out on our web page and have a little bit more control over what goes out, although we will have a little more responsibility with what goes out. But since about the middle of January, you haven't been able to pick us up on Facebook with any live broadcasts, and that's because they have my account on restrictions, so I can't link to any of the pages that I had with Facebook right now. We're in a fight. We've got a little bit of technical difficulty or miscommunication. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, you can pick us up live on YouTube right now. Our video right now is being shown on YouTube and on Twitch. Just go to KUAW Radio and you can pick us up there. Now, you can still pick us up, though, on KOJH, the Kansas City's original jazz house. You can pick us up on all of the internet radio, well, not all of the internet, but a lot of internet radio platforms. So as I spoke earlier, that is the Get Me Radio, online radio bot, My Tuner, the TuneIn app. All of those, if you have them, you can pick us up there. You can also go to KUAW.org on the webpage, and there's a play button that you can push there that you can hear our show. So we're still going out. Just right now, we're not on Facebook or on Twitter. And I've been writing to them to try and see what's going on and that, but it's not happening right now. So we're going to keep moving forward. We'll look for other venues and other platforms that we can get on. But right now, we're not on Facebook or on Twitter, but we are on YouTube. So YouTube is my friend, and we'll be with them for a while. So now the other ones will be picking back up as we can. But these things happen from time to time, but they can't stop the word and the news from getting out, you know. One of the things that we have going on is that it's past Black History Month, but there's a lot of things going on in STEM, and that's what we're about: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So we want to give you a little bit of information of things that have been going on and that are going on to help African Americans and to help all Americans, because if you're helping African Americans, you're going to help all Americans to advance in the fields of technology, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, the STEM fields. They're very important. So one of the items that I picked up is there's a nonprofit organization, Help for African Americans, HFAA. So we are BFTAA, but that's different. They launched initiatives to support Black individuals in STEM education and career development. They offer scholarships, tutoring, and partnerships with HBCUs and companies like Microsoft. So that's one that I'm going to pull it up on the web, and let's see if they've got a web page, and I'll show that to you if we can. Just a second. That is HFAA. So we'll get to that, and as we're looking, HFAA, we hit it. College prep. Okay. Yeah, but I don't see it. See a fine art school. There's a lot of HFAA, Harding's Fine Art Schools, Hawaii Families as allies. So there's a lot of HFFA related, so not sure where they would be. I'd have to take a little different time to find the one. There's even the Hardinger Fiddle Association of America, Fine Arts Academy. All right, so yeah, we're not going to be able to find the, or not by its initials. I'll probably have to type in the long name, so I'll do that in a minute if I take a quick break. But that is an organization. I also have another organization or another group that is working, and Exposure to Gaps in STEM's Careers. A report revealed that Black students have the aptitude for STEM careers but lack exposure to the industry. Organizations like Black Girls Do STEM are working to bridge this gap by highlighting career opportunities and providing mentorship. Now that, excuse me, that is something that we here at the Black Family Technology Awareness Association have been doing for years, is to expose, and that's in our name, Awareness Association. You have to be aware that these things are out there, that there are careers out there. And some people maybe think, yeah, they know that there's out there or you know, to work with computers. But they need to know exactly there's a lot in technology and science that pertains to working with STEM. And sometimes your kids need to see it and see us involved in it. Just like coding, you see people that are coders and that are doing development with code, then that lets you know that there is a place for you in that field. So we do robotics here, and we introduce children to mechanical engineering or mechanical constructs, also into the robotics world, which is going by leaps and bounds. And just with technology in general, we also are teaching, have a drone class going on right now where the kids are learning how to fly drones. And that is another field that is expanding, because not only in the flying of them, but the controlling of them, the learning, the entrepreneurship opportunities for drone flying or drone businesses, to get drone licensing. A lot of our young people out here that, maybe look at a drone as a toy and not in it, but you can get licensed. You can be a licensed drone pilot and get hired. There's companies that are looking for licensed drone pilots. There's opportunities out there. So these are the things that we have to continue to work to try and get more and more of our young people involved in, to see themselves in that picture. And that's one of the things that the Black Family Technology Awareness Association does. And so do groups in Kansas City like We Code KC, STEAM Village, Ina Montgomery's group. She'll kill me about it. I'm forgetting the name of her organization, but I will remember it and get it out there. But there are a lot of organizations right here in Kansas City that are working to help close that digital divide and to mentor and work with our young people, to help them with college, to help them while they're in grade school. We work with students starting at 9 years old at the BFTAA. We have a Lego robotics team that brings kids into technology and learning and getting to express that interest at 9 years old. And that is even late. We would like to start them at 5. But we've got to get people involved and aware of what's going on, and these groups are doing that. There's a changing the face of STEM. Now, Bernard Harris is a Black astronaut and advocate, and he's emphasized the importance of diversity in STEM fields. He shared his journey and the efforts to create pathways for Black students to succeed in STEM careers. So that is, one thing that we have to do too, is to give back. Those of us that are doing something in these fields need to be able to show it, to share it with others and what they are doing. Let's see if we can find out a little bit more of what he is doing. Just a second. I'm looking up some information online. This is real news going on right now. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Let's see where. So this is one of our African American astronauts that is working to help change the face of STEM. And Harris is a Black astronaut. He says, I know innovation depends on diversity. We must foster future leaders in science, technology, engineering, and math. That's STEM. This is from March 26, 2025, and was reported. Let's see, this is an opinion page. This was an opinion page. I take that back. And it's from 74, the 74 newsletter. The 74 newsletter, and it was written by Bernard Harris. But let's listen to what he has to say. A time to celebrate innovation and inspire future. This is what was going on last month in March, which was National STEM Month. To inspire future scientists, engineers, and innovators, as teachers look to the future of STEM education, schools must ensure that students from all backgrounds have the opportunity to pursue their STEM dreams. So that's something we have to work on, is to make sure that because still too many times our kids are in lower income areas and underprivileged and underserved areas. And sometimes it's overcrowded in the classroom. Sometimes it's hard to keep order. It's lack of funds, all of those different things that come in, and there's many excuses, but what we have to do is find ways to start reaching those young people and working with those young people. It's not good enough to just say, well, they've got problems, they need to fix this, they need to fix. No, we need to get in there and be working with them. We need to get kids. We work with kids on Saturdays right here at the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center for them to help them find the pathways for advancing. We use technology, but there's other classes in here that just help with reading, with math. We've got different technology classes. There's even dance classes in here. But we have to start working with our kids more than just leaving it up to the school. And he says for Black students in particular, the path to STEM careers has often been hindered by a lack of representation and access. Representation meaning seeing others that are doing that, other people that look like you in there. And then access, being able to get through the door, to get that opportunity to show what you do. Now, this guy is an astronaut now. He says, growing up, I didn't see many people who looked like me in science or technology, and the path forward often was unclear. But through perseverance, resilience, and a deep belief in my ability, I succeeded. We have to foster that. The stick-to-itness, that don't quit, that don't give up, and know that you have the ability. We have to enshrine that into our young people, encourage them, lift them up, and let them know that they can be. He says, I believe that regardless of background, students deserve access to high-quality STEM education. Now, as a physician, former astronaut, and advocate for equity in STEM, I am committed to breaking down the barriers I once faced and creating opportunities for the next generation. STEM fields have historically lacked Black student representation, and while progress has been made, there is still more work to do. In industries like aerospace and medicine, Black professionals are still significantly underrepresented. Not because of a lack of talent, but because of limited access, mentorship, and encouragement. We have to encourage our young people. We have to lift them up. We have to give them that knowledge and that assurance that they can succeed. The numbers are staggering. A recent McKinsey study shows that it will take Black Americans more than 3 centuries to achieve the same quality of life as white Americans. This gap is not just about economics, it's about opportunity. Now, all of you out there listening, did you hear what he said? This was a recent McKinsey study, shows that it will take Black Americans more than 3 centuries, 300 years, to achieve the same quality of life as white Americans. This gap is not just about economics. It's not just about economics. It's about opportunity. So it's not just about having money. Sometimes you can get the good job that pays well, but then if you don't have a way of building wealth, of passing that on, of opening up doors for others, then you just did good for yourself. You know, do you make opportunities abound for others? Do you use what you've had to make a step so that somebody else can climb a little higher? He says the key to overcoming these hurdles comes down to this. Students need to see themselves in STEM. They need to know that their dreams are not only valid, but achievable. Now, he was lucky, as he says. I was lucky. I had strong influence in my life, including my family physician who inspired me to pursue STEM and pushed me forward, along with my mother, who was a teacher and exposed me to the importance of education from an early age. But most Black students don't have that chance. That's why systemic change is essential. So through my work with the National Math and Science Initiative, where I served as a founding board member in 2007 and CEO from 2018 to 2021, and the Harris Foundation, which I founded in 1998, I am focused on giving all students the confidence and resources they need to succeed in STEM. This isn't just about inspiring young people, it's about creating concrete pathways to help them excel. The initiative plays a pivotal role in making STEM education more inclusive and accessible, particularly for students from underserved communities. Its approach centers on providing high-quality professional development to teachers, equipping them with the skills to foster engaging and supportive classrooms. Teachers who are trained through the initiative's programs are better able to connect with all students and build their confidence, helping them see that STEM is a field where they can thrive. And that is another point. That is a good point, that our teachers a lot of times, especially in some underserved schools, don't have the knowledge in specifics of STEM to help our students, to work with our students, that the classrooms aren't that engaging for STEM learning. So if we can get continuing education for some of our teachers and inspire our teachers to want to learn more about STEM and how they can use it. Sometimes they get beat down just by the day-to-day work as a teacher. We have a teacher that comes in here and does a show in KUAW, Tyrone Gathers, and he talks sometimes about the day-to-day struggles of our teachers in the classrooms, especially of some of our African-American male teachers. And that is a rare creature in and of itself. So we need to have more teachers, and more teachers that are involved in STEM, more teachers that are able and trained to make that classroom come alive with STEM. There are some. I have a cousin that works in the Center School District here in Kansas City that has been working with his students in STEM for years and doing a great job. So there's a lot of African-American teachers that are doing the work, but we need more. We need more. 300 years to catch up in the standard of living or quality of life is a rough haul. 300 years, it says. That's from the McKinsey study. I'd have to look that up. But if you guys want to check it out, let me know. It was the McKinsey, MC, capital KINSEY study. So you might want to check that out. Let's see, www.mckinsey.com. And that you can find that the state of black students, the relevance of place to racial equality and outcome, equity, racial equity and outcomes. So that is a study that you can look at to find out a little more about this. But 300 years that it's saying that it would take for African Americans to improve their standard of living or the lifestyle of white Americans. That is a sobering number to hear, a sobering number. Advancing STEM education has been at the front of the initiative's work since its inception in 2007. Now, 18 years later, it has reached over 2.9 million students, excuse me, 72,000 teachers, and 1,800 high schools by expanding access to rigorous STEM coursework and college-level preparation. Through partnerships with schools and districts, the initiative works to increase access to advanced placement STEM courses while ensuring that students, especially those furthest from opportunity, have the support they need to succeed in those classes, opening doors to STEM careers for the nation's future innovators. And that helps this whole country. You know, if we don't leave students behind, if we can educate and inspire all of our students, we can produce more engineers, more scientists, more technicians, more people able to wrestle with the problems and the conditions that we have to improve our manufacturing capabilities, just in all fields. And that's something that we need to be working on. A recent West Coast Analytics report evaluating the initiative's professional development search found that students taught by teachers who have gone through this training showed significant gains in confidence and interest in STEM subjects. Notably, black students demonstrated a remarkable increase in STEM career aspirations. This was measured through student surveys where thousands of participants answered questions about their confidence in STEM subjects and interest in future STEM careers. We've got to be doing that. We need to do more of it. We're going to be reaching out and working with people and organizations that want to do more about it. Beyond the classroom, mentorship plays a crucial role in encouraging black students to pursue STEM careers. Through the Harris Foundation, my team and I connect students with Black STEM professionals who can guide them, offer advice, and open doors to networking. My team also provides scholarships, internships, and leadership programs tailored specifically to Black students, helping to bridge the gap between education and career. So this is what you call really working on it, really working on it. So that's some of the things. We'll go farther in this, but you can see this article. It's in the 74, THE 74, the 74 newsletter that came out in March. But you may want to check that out. I'm going to look a little bit more. But the Harris Foundation and what he's doing, how he's working, sounds very interesting. It's something that we should all be inspired by. So that is always a good thing to do. You know, and as we work with them, and the Harris Foundation isn't the only organization that is working in the African American community. The National Society of Black Engineers, NSBE, NSBE, is an organization that provides mentorship, scholarship, and networking opportunities to Black students pursuing careers in engineering and technology. All through college, it's a college student-run program. The National Society of Black Engineers, NSBE, is producing, supporting, encouraging some of the students that we've had in our robotics program went on and they worked with NSBE through their college careers. And I've talked to a young man that has graduated from that, and he's worked with NSBE all through his college time. And he was introduced to NSBE when we took them to some NSBE dinners that they were able to, young people were able to attend. From a NSBE alumni group. So, you know, it's about getting kids out and letting them see that. And this young man, when I saw him last year, he was actually coaching a robotics team himself, working with young people in elementary school. That's how we get the ball rolling. That's how we advance things. That's how we make this STEM field and career opportunities grow and expand. We have to get down in the weeds. You got to get down and work with the individuals, work with the young people, and help them. Other groups that are doing it, the Thurgood Marshall College Fund is focused on supporting students at historically Black colleges and universities. This fund offers scholarships and programs to help Black students excel in STEM. And I mentioned earlier there's a program, Black Girls Do STEM. This nonprofit organization introduces Black girls to STEM careers through hands-on workshops, mentorship, and exposure to industry professionals. Blacks in Computing is a coalition that's advocating for systemic change in the computing industry, offering resources, funding, and support for Black students in STEM. So there are a lot of organizations and groups that are working to help raise the level, to raise all boats, you know, that, as they say. That's a thing that we have to continue to work with, and we should support. We should be doing things that are uplifting to the young people and to everyone in the community, because as we can advance that, that's going to also advance opportunities for others, and the ball keeps rolling. The Black Family Technology Awareness Association has been doing this very thing. Although we're a small organization, we do work one-on-one or one-on 5 or 6 students at a time, and we've worked with students face-to-face, long-term, and it's so rewarding to do that. So you can support the Black Family Technology Awareness Association or an organization in your own neighborhood or community, you know, wherever it is, by volunteering. We'd love to have more volunteers. If you'd like to volunteer, and we're in Kansas City, Missouri, if you'd like to volunteer, and you can volunteer remotely. There are coding and there's things that can be taught from a distance. But if you can come in and be face-to-face with some of these young people so that they can see and work with. And you don't have to be Black. We've had instructors in here that of all races, of all nationalities, that have worked with our young people. It's all about having a heart for communicating and connecting with students one-on-one or one on 4 or 5, depending upon how the class is. But we're doing drones right now. We'll be doing robotics again. And also want to let everybody know we're going to have a Remake Learning Days event here for our drone class and students that have did robotics through the year, that'll be able to come down and show what they are doing, and also be able to have some hands-on demonstrations for the public. So this is an event where you can bring your child and they can make a stomp rocket. They can practice or learn how to at least get a drone to take off. They won't learn how to fly it good in one day or in a couple hours, but they can get their hands on it. They can see that it's something for them. And it's open to kids of all ages. Parents come with them. We're going to have hot dogs and pop. We'll have potato chips and things for you. And just want you to come down and have a good time. That's Remake Learning Days, which is a nationwide or international event that happens all around the world. And it's going to be going on, I believe it starts April 27th through May 14th. Something like that. If in your community, look up Remake Learning Days and see if you have an event going on there. But they encourage to do more hands-on events and demonstrations for kids that they can come and touch it and work with it. And we're going to be doing that right here at the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. And we're located at Linwood and Elmwood, the intersection of Linwood and Elmwood's on one side, Cypress on the other side, near the Veterans Hospital. So W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center, Kansas City, come down May the 3rd. Our event's going to be happening May the 3rd, Saturday, May the 3rd, and we're going to go, I believe it's from 11 till 2 p.m. And we'll have a flyer coming up on our webpage soon, or on our Facebook. Be sure and check us out at Black Family Technology Awareness Association BFTAA. If you put BFTAA in on Facebook, we should come up. You can also check us out on KUAW.org. And you can go to my personal page, which is L. George Walker. That's right, L. George Walker on Facebook. Or check us out on YouTube. Go to KUAW-radio or to the Black Family Technology Awareness Association there, and find out about what we're going to be doing for Remake Learning Days and other events that we have coming up through this end of this season. Now we're getting ready to go from there into the summer. We're not going to do a summer program this year as we try and get things together and make sure we come out strong for the next school year that's coming up, and we've got other things involving us this summer. So we want you to check us out and just keep listening and logging in and check out the things that we are doing. Now, one of the things that I'm doing just to show that it's never too late to learn, I started kayaking about 4 or 5 years ago, and then last year I got into touring kayaking, and then I entered the Missouri 340, the MS 340, what is it, MR 340 river race. So I'll have my kayak out in July to race from Kansas City to St. Louis, and that's 340 miles because it's not a straight line. If you drive it, it's about 250 miles, but by the river, it's 340 miles. So there's a 340 mile, one of the longest nonstop river races in the world, the MR 340, and we're going to be doing that in July, and I will be in it. We're getting a team. One of our instructors, our drone instructors, actually wanting to join herself, and this is a lady, and it's open to women and to men. You can go in couples, you can go 3-4 to a boat, you can go a lot of different ways, but the MR 340 is exciting, but it is a challenging and trying event. I entered it last year for the first time, and I have to admit, we didn't complete. Me and my partner, we learned a lot, though, because you find out what you didn't know and how that can hurt you. So I've got some unfinished business, so I'm going to be going back, and I will be posting information beforehand, and I don't know if I do any posting during the race. Maybe somebody else will, but it's kind of exhausting. It's nonstop. The race lasts 86 hours. 86-hour race from Kansas City to St. Louis. 340 miles. So we're going to be in that this summer, and that's going to be a great thing. And then we'll be back with our Lego robotics team starting in September when school starts back. We'll be doing Lego robots. So we'd love to have you come and help out. If you're in the Kansas City area, Kansas City, Kansas, Johnson County, Belton, Raymore, anywhere, and you'd like to help out with teaching young kids and working with young kids in a Lego robotics program or in a drone program, which we have, or if you have an idea for another program that can help them with STEM, we work with students on Saturdays right here at the WEB Du Bois Learning Center from 12 to about 2:30. So we have a block from 12 really to 3 o'clock that we could probably work with kids. So if you have something that you would like to bring to the table, we'd be glad to hear about that and to work with you also. So this is what we do. This is what the Black Family Technology Awareness Association is all about. I'm glad I was able to spend some time with you today. I'm getting ready to go back in, start working on some of these flyers for the events that we have coming up and the things that we're going to be doing, making those ready. But just stay tuned. We're here every Monday from 5 to 5:45 or somewhere close in that range. The BFTAA and More Show. I'm your host, Louis George Walker. Glad to be here. We're coming from the WEB Du Bois Learning Center in Kansas City, Missouri. We'll be coming back again and again and again. So just hang on in there with us. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope that you have a great day. Remember to get young people involved in STEM. Work with them. Volunteer. You can donate too. I forgot to mention that. Wait a minute. Yeah, you can make a donation if you believe in this and helping this organization that we have. We do accept donations. You can go to our webpage, www.bftaa.org. And you can make a donation. You can make a donation on Facebook. You can make a donation on YouTube. I believe we have a donation box there also for the Black Family Technology Awareness Association or KUAW Radio, which is a part of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association that you may be watching right now. So this is all a part of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. So if you'd like to make a donation, we would be glad to have it. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Your donations or part of your donations can be totally tax deductible. We would love to have a base of donors that give because, you know, they're cutting out federal funds and they're drawing back this and that. But that's okay because we can survive with the love and the help from the people power. So if you want to donate $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, whatever it is, we would gladly accept it. That we don't pay any of our staff. We have volunteers that are teaching these students. We use it to buy equipment, to pay rent, to try and keep this program going. So we would love to have more donors. And if you want to know more about this organization, reach out to us. You can give us a call right here at the station, 816-599-6893. You can leave a message or you can talk to somebody. 816-599-6893. This is the number to KUAW Radio, and that in turn is the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. Give us a call and tell us about this program. Tell us what you think about it, how you like it, or, you know, if you want to hear something different. You also can listen to this radio station 24 hours a day. We play music. We have some talk shows. We have some interviews. We have a lot of things going on. You can hear old school music. We got some jazz. We play the blues. It's a station with a lot of different hats that it puts on. We can look different ways at different times, but we're all about reaching the community. There's other live shows coming on. We have a sports show. We have the educational bent with Source of the Inkwell and from Tyrone Gathers, and we also have Any Given Sunday, which is our show that is sports. So we've got some things going on, and we're looking to do even more. Continue to listen, continue to support, and help us out. Yeah, we could use it. So thank you for joining. Remember, the MR340 is coming up, but the next thing that we're going to do is remake Learning Days, which will be happening right here on the campus of the WEB Du Bois Learning Center. So thank you for listening. We appreciate you. Keep coming back. We're going to keep working with you and keep trying to do more and more. Thank you. This is George Walker. I'm signing off.